Alright, so we have a carburetor here. And we're going to take this top half off and see what it looks like inside. Clean out any dirt, set the float, and go from there. Alright, so we're just taking out some screws here. Okay, found that screw. Took about 20 minutes, but I found it finally. It's about Murphy's Law. Alright, that ought to free it up. So, I think what I'm going to do is I pull this pin back here, which I did and dropped. There it is, it's in there. I'm going to take that back piece out. And for this, kind of wiggle that out, free that up, so that we can pull this whole thing off. Like so, straight up. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all that junk in there. Needs a new gasket, I would say. We need to clean up all of these holes like that one. Look at that, it's all crusted over. There's a bunch of crusties in there. We'll vacuum all that out. If you see down in that fuel, look at all that. It's nasty. I don't know what that was, but we're going to clean all that out. That's probably what's causing this thing to flood. Okay, so we vacuumed it out, and that's what it looks like. A lot better. We're going to get a brass brush after that and brush at all that. But you can see 100 times better. Not great though, but it's better. And so we'll continue to work at some of these crusty spots like in there and get all that cleaned up. Alright, just a quick update. Just word of warning, there's lots of little balls and rods and stuff that are down in these holes. Don't do what I did and dump out the trash into the trash can and have those fall out into the trash can. Had to do that twice. The other word of warning is I was using some carb cleaner down in these holes. It came out, sprayed me right in the eye. That burned pretty good. I rinsed it for a good long time. Think I'll be okay. But wear safety glasses if you're going to use carb cleaner, and really while you're cleaning it, because you could get a little piece of dust in your eye or something like that too, and that could hurt. But definitely carb cleaner hurts. So be careful about that. You probably should wear gloves as well. We've been working on the bottom here. It's fairly decent. Got the surface well done here, and got a lot of the junk out of the bottom. Not perfect, but a lot better than it was. Given that I already got stuff in my eye, I'd probably call it well enough and move on. Still have to do the top half. Oh, and we found out what was wrong with why it's not cutting off. You can see that. That's not what it's supposed to look like. So that's the float needle, and so it has broken off, and that's not good. So we're going to replace that and go from there. Got safety glasses on now. After I flush my eye and just let it rest for a little bit. Right. Fortunately, I had some water, a saline flush down here, eye wash flush. So I was able to get that immediately, and that really helped a lot. If you don't have one of those in your shop, I highly recommend it. Alright, we just got a scraper here. Just trying to get some of this gasket off. Alright, better yet, I have a razor blade. Alright, so we kind of got it cleaned up. Spray some carb cleaner down in here. Hit it with the brush. Have safety glasses on this time. Try to prevent what happened last time. Alright, so we're just going to spray a little bit. So there we have it. Not perfect, but a lot cleaner than it was. We're going to go ahead and replace a few of the things that broke off. I might go ahead and replace this as well. I think I have one in this kit. I do. Alright, so we're going to take this out. That's 3/8. Got a good bit of trash down in there, so we're going to take care of all that. And it looks like we might have a little O-ring down in there. There we go. Right over there. I'm going to flush that out and go from there. Alright, this is the carburetor kit I bought years ago. Never used it. It's for a complete overhaul. And this is what it came with. Looks like a needle in the float, several gaskets, a diaphragm, the balls are in there, a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to crack it open and get what we need. Okay, first thing we're going to do is set up the float and the needle, and we're just going to compare real quick from the old one. It looks like it's the right size, so that's good. So it came with two. I wasn't sure which one it was supposed to use. Alright, so we did hit all of this with the Dremel tool just to clean it up a little bit, but the first thing you do is put the gasket down in there. Pick around here somewhere. Try to help kind of line that up. And this goes down in like so. Just put that down finger tight. And we'll take our 3/8. Doesn't have to be super tight, but you don't want it falling out. Sure, there's some sort of torque spec on that. There we go. And then our needle goes in like that, and then our float, so a little bit of dust on it now that we've been cleaning, goes like this. Shaft goes right through like that. And there we go. Alright, we're trying to measure, and they gave us this measuring tool, which is not that good, quite frankly. So I'll just have to do it like that. And it's probably close. So it's a little hard to measure that, but it looks like it's a little short. So we're going to lift this up. Try to bend that down a little bit and measure again. Okay, so what I'm doing to measure is I have this kind of scraper right here. And I'm just measuring to the come around this side and just about right. I'm gonna double check that because I don't want to trust that thing. Yeah, it's just about right there. Next thing we put in will be the fuel filter. A little bit longer than the last one. Hopefully it will not interfere with anything. We're going to take a look at that. Oh yeah. It's bottoming out on the casting itself because it's so big. Not. Yeah, it did as well. Okay. So that may have been why there was Teflon tape on it. Just to ensure that it wouldn't leak. Most of the time I don't like putting Teflon tape on gasoline because it ends up getting down in there. But that might be why it's on there. Okay. So we've got some of this stuff called Mega Tape. It's supposed to be for gasoline, if I remember right. Should get good and in there. And then we're going to take a razor blade and just kind of cut that out to keep that from getting down in the carburetor. Alright, I don't know if I necessarily need to replace this, but I am. Hopefully that will fit tight enough that it will seal up. Alright, there she is. I think I have all the parts on this side. So we're going to take this out. We're going to put the bottom piece in. And put all the balls back in here that fell out. And all that stuff. According to the diagram, we have the balls go here. So I'm putting a brand new one in right there. The other one goes right there. This is called the weight discharge ball. It goes down in there. I believe it went like that. I think that's most everything. Alright, we have our gasket here. It lines up really nicely. Probably, while I have it up here, I'm going to replace this. Probably should have done this before I put all those balls back in there. This is a 1-inch wrench. Yeah, that didn't get cleaned. So we're going to clean that out. These two are definitely different. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of difference, but we'll see. We're not going to get rid of this one for sure. Okay, so we got that cleaned up. And this is called the valve and gasket spark control. Fresh one of those on. There we go. That's on. Down in there. For tonight, it's starting to get late. I'm just going to lay this gasket in here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down on there and screw it back together. Alright, we just had to get the angle right, and then that thing fit okay. Right. A little clip on there. So. To the slot or not, it does not appear to be. So there we have it. Time to clean up and get ready for bed. Been a long day. Appreciate you all watching. Y'all take care.